Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is the, as promised, bi-weekly extended general reading. This will cover anything and everything that pops up, including love and romance. So we're going to make this reading for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. That's the January 18th to the 31st. Let me light some incense. Get this area all purified and cleaned up here. I have a whole bunch of oracle cards that I'm going to use. I switched up the oracle deck. We're going to use the Goddess Tarot by Chris Walder. That's this deck over here. And then we're going to clarify with the oracle cards, Romance Angels, Whispers of Love. Let me clean this up for a sec. Much better. Okay, Sacred Traveler, Wild Kuan Yin, Divine Feminine Oracle cards, Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and Crystal Healing cards. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to use the Romance Angels and the Whispers of Love last. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. Can we please get a full Celtic cross for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? That doesn't count. I literally lost strength for a second. Just very, very exhausted today. Okay, so can we please get a full Celtic cross for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. In the form of a Celtic cross, please. What's going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st? Can we please get a message for all the Sagittarians who are trying, giving their best, trying to manifest positive change? Can we please get a reading to benefit those Sagittarians, please? Can we please get a positive reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st? What do they need to know? Okay, so that was it. I don't do reversed. We've got 9 of Wands. I don't feel like that was a long enough shuffle, so I'll show you the bottom as well with 2 of Swords. It's a decision you need to make. And the 9 of Wands is about being defensive and having your guard up and being vigilant because you feel like a threatening kind of presence. I think, oh, I remember now, Sagittarius, we had the stalker situation with Sagittarius last time, right? So here we are again with the 9 of Wands, being defensive and then having to make a decision. So let's give it a good shuffle still. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st, please. What's going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st? Okay, I'm going to stop the shuffle. Okay. On the bottom, we'll just take a peek. 5 of Cups, focusing on the past. Need to shift focus. Look at this. The World card. This is represented by Gaia. This is the situation. You're challenged by Two of Cups. Consciously, we've got King of Pentacles. Foundation, subconscious, Ace of Wands. Recent past, Ten of Wands. Recent future, fertility, which is the Empress card. This is the corn goddess, Navajo corn goddess, goddess Etzanatzlehi. She's been popping up a lot. Oh, another major arcana. This is you, strength, represented by Goddess Oya. Around you, Princess of Pentacles, which is equivalent to the Knight of Pentacles. Hopes and fears, sacrifice. Kuan Yin, otherwise called the Hanged Man card. And Seven of Cups as the outcome. Okay, let's talk about the different pieces here. This is what's come up. Looks like it's regarding a romantic situation here. So we've got the World card. It means that, you know, something that's been a long time in the works has now finally come to a completion. Equivalent to kind of like when you're pregnant and it takes 10 months, you know, for the baby to be fully ready to be birthed. And once that time comes, it's like the time when the 10 months are up. This is representative of the world here. It means a major cycle has ended and a new cycle has begun. It's about completion. A completion of cycles, completion of karmic phases. So this is speaking to something has come now to fruition, something that has led to an end of an old way of being. So it's given birth to a new way of being, a new phase, a new karmic phase. Okay, what is this about? Let's keep going. You're challenged by the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about two people, a partnership, a union, could be a soulmate union. It's about giving both people having their cups and offering those cups, sincere love, sincere care, sincere motivations. It's about a union of these two different cups, right? So here we have the completion of a major cycle challenged by this relationship. Okay. Consciously, we've got King of Pentacles. Could represent someone who's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But since we're talking about this from a love perspective, because we see Two of Cups, because we see Seven of Cups, so the Cups energy, and then we see Five of Cups over here. So that tells me already there's a relationship involved. This is how I feel that this is going. And because I see, you know, fertility, like the Empress card, and I see the Ace of Wands here at the foundation, I feel like there could be a pregnancy involved. I do. Could be, right? Just because it's about, you know, this major phase coming to an end, a new phase coming into being. The challenge is this relationship, whether you have one or you're not, or you're trying to manifest it, right? There's great passion and a new start. Some new beginning, some creative, something being created, an opportunity to create something that's come up at the foundation of everything due to these Two of Cups coming together. And the thing is, on your mind though, there's King of Pentacles. Now whoever this guy is, this King of Pentacles, I'll tell you this much, in finance and in the material world, or as a buddy or a friend, fantastic. He's fantastic. He's supportive, kind, benevolent, classy, down to earth, generous. In a relationship, it's one of those things where you find out too late that this person is about Pentacles. That's a priority. King of Pentacles is not about, you know, this kind of romantic dreamer type like the King of Cups or the Knight of Cups. King of Pentacles is someone who's got a lot of responsibilities, takes them very seriously. It's not someone who's airy-fairy. Someone who's very grounded, very earth-oriented, very much into material abundance. Whether it be, especially about his kingdom, his family, he's loyal to these kind of responsibilities. So when you're dealing with someone who's a King of Pentacles, also could be someone who's married. Because Queen of Pentacles is always someone who's, you know, the mother type. the married woman kind of energy. It doesn't have to be a married person. I'm just putting it out there because the King of Pentacles is someone who very much is into having his kingdom. Now, if you're dealing with someone like this, the chances are that, you know, they might not be available to you. They might not be available to you in love. They might be focused on their pentacles more so than, you know, romantic love. In the recent past, you got 10 of staves right over here, 10 of wands. And that's a major growth, major responsibilities, major success. And you see the sun in this deck with this 10 of wands. It just depends on your outlook about this phase. 10 is about completion, and then you have another completion card with the world. That means, you know, recent past, something happened with your responsibilities or your growth phase or some kind of creative venture that you were, you know, cultivating and manifesting, and it was successful. 10 of wands is kind of like you have some kind of business opportunity, some career, something creative, some project that you put a lot of work into, you know, and you did so well and it was successful, but after a while it became very burdensome. A lot of responsibilities came with this, perhaps more than you were expecting. So if you loved your work or you loved whatever this was regarding, then it's worth it. And some people will embrace those responsibilities with both hands. They're like, yes, I love this. This is what I was meant to do. Now, if it's something that you don't feel like that about it, you know, and it was a lot more responsibilities than you were really, you know, thinking you'd be having to take on, then it becomes a burden. And, you know, that's when it becomes a completion phase where you drop those wands because you're like, that's not for me. I can't. That's too much responsibility. So it feels like in the past, next to this 5 of cups over here, right, which is like spilled cups. Look at this woman looking back. She's facing these 2 cups. So it's kind of like she's in a relationship. She's in this relationship, but her eyes are looking back at that 3 of cups that has long gone. It's gone. It's like this nostalgia for the past. Those good old days. A love that was so, you know, wonderful and fun. In fact, something that made you very happy and fulfilled. But it had, of course, it wasn't perfect. Had its bad sides too. And it's feeling like you're missing that. Like, you know, 3 is more than 2, right? And who's to say with these 2 of cups that you can't, you know, manifest more? But right now, how this person is feeling, how you're feeling, Sag, is that, you know, at the foundation of the deck here, you see this is the situation as well. This being in a relationship, but your mind and your heart is focused on the past. It's saying, shift your focus because the past is over. Right? And we see it's over because we see this, right? 10 of wands, a completion of something that was very heavy responsibilities and burdensome. It's like this regret of missing out on this, right? So 10 of wands we see in the recent past because this burden was so heavy for you, too much responsibility for you, that it came to an end, this phase. And so there's a new phase coming in now, right? A new beginning because it was the end of that karmic phase. As you can see here with this 10 of wands, which is 10 is about completion. The world is about completion. And the 5 of cups, you see something's ended because these 3 of cups spilled. Okay? And then we go into the recent future. We see fertility with the Empress. The Empress rules over the sign of Taurus. So we see 2 Taurus energies right off the bat with the King of Pentacles represented by the sign of Taurus. And we see the Empress here, which is here represented by the goddess, corn goddess, Navajo corn goddess, Etzanatlehi, representing fertility. But the major arcana position here, number 3, is that of the Empress. The Empress is ruled by Venus. Venus rules over Taurus and Libra. Okay, could be. But in this card for the Empress, traditionally, you'll see the Taurus sign on the tarot card, on the major arcana card. So 2 Taurus significators, a relationship, great passion, a passionate new beginning, inspiration, the seed. This is the seed for the culmination, for the completion of the wands. This already happened though in the past. This culmination already happened, but it's still here at the foundation of this situation. So something that's already manifested is gone. Those wands were dropped. That responsibility, you didn't embrace those responsibilities. You're like, no, I can't. It's too much for me right at that time. Here you are again, though, at the foundation of this. You're not over it, and you want it again. Okay? And you've got this real challenge of the relationship that is most likely over. Maybe, okay? Let's keep going. The fertility goddess, or the Empress, it's about pregnancy. It really is, you know. When I see Ace of Wands, like this virility, it's like a phallic symbol, to be honest, right? Passionate new beginnings, the Ace of Wands. And then you get this fertility card, the Empress. It's kind of like pregnancy, manifesting a pregnancy. Maybe a lost... Hold on one second, sorry. Sorry about that. I was just had to cease to something. So again, with the fertility goddess, the Empress, I can't avoid the fact that it could be for some of you about a pregnancy, okay? For others, this is about manifesting creative projects. Let's just say off the bat, the wands are all about creativity, vision. And then manifesting is like the people who have ideas and they're able, because they're backed by that fire energy, okay? The wands are about fire energy, like Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So you see this major fire energy for creativity. Then you see here the actual result of all of this kind of vision and creative work that you've been putting into it. This action. It's about action and creating. And the fire of the vision at first, the inspiration, the passion. So when you see this fertility card, that's really about now, you know, it's like amplified because this is a major arcana card about creating. Creating life, creating with artistic ventures, creating with your projects, a career, something that you have to use your imagination, something that, you know, you had to have vision and that you're manifesting now. You know, it's this time of feeling like you've got a lot of ideas and you're able, like you're suddenly inspired to be, you know, doing all these things that maybe would have been kind of like a daydream in another phase of your life. But now you're in this new phase where you feel like you can do all these things. And especially for January, for the new year, you're kind of like, I'm really going to do my best this year to manifest. Then you have in the you right now, this strength card by goddess, represented by goddess Oya. This strength card is about strength, obviously. It's about taming your beast, taming the inner beast, you know, controlling your desire nature, about being strong, having strength of character. Could represent the sign of Leo. Doesn't have to be a Leo. This is the energy of being strong. Something where when you see the strength card, it means that you're in a situation that's kind of trying you. Yeah, it's about having courage and the strength to persevere. So you feel like you need this strength. You feel strong and creative, a very powerful energy. The situation is a major arcana. The recent future, you're the Empress here. Okay, that's the energy there. And then you is a strength card. This is very strong energy, especially for the 1831st. These are major arcana cards, major secrets, major influences. Around you, you've got someone who's the Princess of Pentacles. It's equivalent to the Knight of Pentacles. Again, we get more earth energy towards Virgo Capricorn. And this is someone who is younger, obviously, than the kings and queens. I'd say early 20s to early 30s. As an energy, it could be someone who's bringing you an opportunity, a communication of an opportunity. And because generally these princesses, knights, they are about, you know, movement. Sometimes it speaks to a change of location, change of work, change of some kind of, you know, home, maybe residence, moving. And as a person, this early 20s to early 30s person, who could be, I said, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it also speaks to someone who's very down to earth. Out of all of the suits, this one would be the one who's the most committed, okay? Loyal, down to earth, very slow and steady, focused, grounded, and is going to get to the goal or the destination just because that's their character, that's who they are. So this could be an influence around you where you're going to get an opportunity. If it is an energy, just as an energy, an opportunity, maybe a new job opportunity, something that'll be enable you to be able to move, which ties actually back to the world. We're speaking about completion of cycles and a new phase. And it didn't even occur to me until I saw this Princess of Pentacles that when it's about a possible move of home or a move of location, the world actually speaks to seeing the world. Traveling, a major travel card. Ah, I see. Perhaps it's about the situation involves travel and relocation for work, maybe, okay? But the challenge is that you're in a relationship. Maybe, okay? For some of you, this seems to make sense. And consciously you feel like the King of Pentacles, which I was saying is someone, even if you're in a relationship, their focus and their priority is on Pentacles first. They're great as a friend, a buddy, someone to hang out with, someone you can look up to, even as a father figure, somebody who's like this. But in love, King of Pentacles is about Pentacles. They will choose Pentacles over you. They're just like that type of person. It's kind of thing where once, you know, you lose. The warning with the King of Pentacles now, if this is you, Sag, and this is your attitude on things, you feel guilty because you've got this new opportunity and you feel like you're leaving behind people. You feel guilty about it, perhaps. Someone you care about. I feel like, you know, also there's a note of caution that when you got the King of Pentacles, once you gain that wealth, once you have this new wonderful opportunity, sometimes you won't know what you lost until you lose it. It actually says that in one of my tarot decks for the King of Pentacles, right? It's like all the money in the world, but you didn't know what you had until you lost it. Okay? So I feel like you have this wonderful new opportunity that you are passionate about. Challenge is that you're in a relationship, but the world is calling, and you're always about your Pentacles first. You're thinking about yourself. Number one. So in the recent past, there was a lot of responsibilities that you had in your life. That's over now. It's like this weight of where you were in your past job, past career, whatever you were doing before, whether it be a relationship, whatever you were doing, this weight was so heavy, and all of a sudden this new opportunity came and it was like, they're gone. Now look, I'm the freaking Empress. The world is my oyster. I can do anything. I can create anything. I'm free. My imagination is soaring. My inspiration is guiding everything. I've been inspired now with this newfound freedom to do whatever I want. You know, things that I would have only dreamed of before. But the challenge is you're in a loving relationship. And here you are, you're being strong in this situation. You're using your strength because you have to be, because you know you're missing out on something very real and very good. Sacrifice. See how I was saying, like sometimes you take these cards, it takes a minute to be able to like go piece by piece, and then as I said to another reading, it's kind of like after you go through it and I hear myself saying what these cards mean, then the meaning comes together, and sometimes even then with the oracle card, then you're like, oh, that's what you meant. So this is where I see this going. Hopes and fears. You've got the Hangman. In this deck, it's Goddess Kuan Yin. That's in China. This is called the Goddess Kuan Yin, a Buddhist deity of compassion. In Sanskrit, it's called the Buddha is Avalokiteshvara. the human manifestation right now is the 14th Dalai Lama. So he's male, and in China, in the Chinese version of Buddhism, the deity is female. Here in this card, they've made Kuan Yin, you know, they've depicted her with a baby. So you're sacrificing, because the Hangman card is about sacrifice, and the 12th card here for this position, traditional meaning for this deck here, is the Hanged Man. Hangman is about, you know, this person who's hung upside down on a tree, very uncomfortable position, but it's also a very spiritual card. It's kind of like doing asceticism and doing, you know, an offering, or kind of putting yourself in this uncomfortable position so that you can be in stasis and benefit other people. That's the sacrifice. And here you see a mother with a child, and it's like you're sacrificing family. You're sacrificing perhaps to be away from your family, or perhaps you're sacrificing having a family. And this is what is in your hopes and fears. Okay, so it's kind of like you're choosing your career over a relationship. And the outcome here is 7 of Cups. This is why you're doing it. Remember I was talking about, like, look at this woman. Yeah, this goddess is like, anything. I can create anything, right? Here you are. Look at, if you can see this card, this face, and these 7 cups, and she's just dreaming. It's about having so many options. Each one of these cups are filled with an ideal of something. There's a crown, there's a castle, there's a victory crown there, and a snake, one hidden figure. And basically, and there's usually there's other ideals as well, like, you know, the perfect partner. And it's speaking to having fantastic visions of, you know, what you want out of life. This is why. This is right next to each other. King of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. This is why you choose you. This is why you choose your career over love. Because you've got big plans. You are the King of Pentacles in your mind. That's where your state of mind is at. You're not about trying to be, you know, locked down. Because before the world was opened up to you with this new opportunity, you felt like this with the 10 of Wands. You felt successful, but you felt completely weighed down and uninspired. Well, not uninspired, but kind of like the completion, like you've seen and done everything you need to do for this recent past. It's like the 10 is the completion. There's no more surprises. You know, it's kind of like you've built this foundation here. Whatever you built, it was successful. It's got a lot of responsibilities, and now they've weighed you down. Look at the difference between the 10 of Wands and then this goddess of fertility, with the world in between. So this 7 of Cups is about building castles in the sky as well. It's about having a lot of options, a lot of daydreams. And it also could be about illusions. Because these haven't manifested yet, right? So it's not saying it's not going to happen. But it's saying what is real here is this relationship. What is real here is, yeah, even this opportunity that you're getting for your career. These are all things that are tangible and real, things that you could do, like having a family. These are real. But in your mind, you've got this vision, you've got ambition, you've got, you know, inspiration to see what else is out there in the world. You're not satisfied with what you've been doing so far. You want more, basically. This is a card of wanting more, with only the note of caution that you need to act on these things. You can't just say you want everything, right? And not put in the effort to manifest it. Because you have, you know, one of these ideals would be your ideal mate. You do have true love here, but you're willing to let it go or put it on hold so that you can pursue your dreams. Okay, so let's pull some oracle cards. We will start with, let's start with the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Byrne-Reed. Is that right? Is that right? I just got this deck. Everybody uses it, and I was advised to get it so many times, so I'm like, okay, yeah. You get one card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. This is career over love. You over them. The world over, you know, seeing the world rather than being domesticated. Freedom over commitment. Single over family. But it's not because you want to be single either. It's because you want to be the King of Pentacles. Can we get one card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st? And you feel guilty. You feel guilty here. It's 5 of Cups. There's going to be great success, though, which I haven't even talked about. I'm so sorry, Sag. Okay, so for this new opportunity, there is great success that's showing here, okay, with this fertility goddess popping up in your recent future. And especially with this King of Pentacles in your conscious mind. It's just saying, though, the outcome could be, you know, changeable. It's not a fixed outcome there. Okay, 7 of Cups is about castles in the sky. An illusion, okay, more so than something positive. It does speak, though, also generally to a lot of options. Okay, so I'm going to pick a card. On the bottom, we'll just take a peek. It's round and round. Never-ending circle there. The top card is poised. Poised. Let's see, what does poised mean? Number 48. If I haven't mentioned it earlier, this is a long reading, guys. Grab a cup of something, chill out, come back, or if you don't have the time right now, come back another time when you do have the time. It's going to take a while, but these cards are awesome. It's worth it. All right, so poised is essential meanings. Being ready, bringing something to life. Message is you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to, and your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. It definitely is. Look at this goddess of fertility here with the Empress. Sorry, one second. Next, we've got the relationship message. It's got prosperity message and the relationship message as well. So the relationship message is, when you're confident and happy in your own skin, you are ready for deeper, more intimate relationships. You have nothing to prove right now. You are completely yourself and can handle anything. Sorry. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and receive from the heart. This is a beautiful place to be. Now for your prosperity message regarding your career, let's take a peek at that. That should be interesting. It says, you have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you're moving in is your destiny. Wow. Okay, so in case you're wondering, this is your destiny. Okay. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. The protection message is, this is now in case, the protection message is for those who are having conflict. Okay. Now I see here there's relationship information and there was career information. But we'll read the protection information just in case. It says you're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. And that possibly could be speaking to this Seven of Cups, right? Grand thoughts about things, the kind of illusory success. Okay? So that was wonderful in the sense that saying you're in a wonderful new phase where career-wise you have so much opportunity. But if you really know that you're not prepared, possibly with the Seven of Cups for this new opportunity, it says just to wait for now. That's your protection message. I mean, you have great strength, you have the opportunity, everything is manifesting. But if you don't feel confident in your skills, don't think of it in the way of like fake it till you make it. It's saying that could backfire on you. Better to postpone until you are really ready. Okay, that's a wonderful insight there. Okay, so let's pull one crystal card, one crystal healing card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st, please. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. Okay, we would get one card for Sagittarius to work with during the 18th to the 31st to help them manifest, both in love and in their career. Or whatever you feel they need the most. What does Sagittarius need? What crystal? Like that. Fluorite, learning. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Right? Because it's saying don't fake it till you make it. If you need to like beef up on your knowledge, find out more information, be more informed, it's time to do some more studying, some more learning. Here's some fluorite right here. It's inexpensive crystal. It really helps with helping you, focus and absorb the information. Also helps with, the radiation from technology, EMF. I like to have this around, especially when I'm trying to, study myself. So here it is, fluorite, learning. I will read you the card. On the bottom, it's fire agate, creativity. Yeah, major fire action here. You're Sagittarius. You're already, fire in your sign already. But with creativity, look at this, with the fertility and the Empress. It's all about creativity. It's all about creating. But we're not going to read the bottom cards. We read the top card. Where's the crystal healing book? Okay, so fluorite. It says it's a range of purples, greens, and yellows. It's related to all the chakras. Allows you to open to new knowledge and stimulates learning, stimulates the mental body and enhances memory and decision making, supports you to gain a clear perspective when experiencing emotional confusion, balances the mind and mental body. It says that you're entering a powerful time of learning. It says that the most powerful way of learning is through your own life experiences. You are being encouraged at this time to look within and bring forth the wisdom that you have learned in life so far. This card may also be showing you that a situation you are currently experiencing is bringing great lessons and learning into your life. Be open to receive the gifts from the Devas of Fluorite as you integrate this deep wisdom into your life. If you have been considering studying or if you've been considering study or pursuing something that you love and inspires you, the timing is right. Whatever your situation, know that this is a powerful time of learning and growth that will assist you greatly as you move forward. It says fluorite is one of the most effective crystals to awaken new knowledge and enhance learning abilities. It stimulates the brain to retain and restore information and is a great crystal to connect with while studying. This powerful medicine also assists in healing the memory, restoring it to its natural state. Isn't that incredible? I didn't even know that it restores your memory. Beautiful. I'm gonna have to be, you know, I swear that was just a mental note. Buy more fluorite. Okay, let's get one sacred traveler card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. On the bottom, we've got grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. This is about having grace, especially under fire. Being classy and taking the high road. Okay. On top, oh, passion and pleasure. Savor your life. And it's got this beautiful scene of gypsies with their caravan, and they're dancing under the moonlight with their family, and everyone's enjoying. I'll tell you right now, I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards in the Sacred Traveler deck. It's one of my favorite cards in all the decks. I love this because of the freedom. Now, I get a major love of freedom vibe here. There is nothing more free than a gypsy, right? Look at this scene, dancing in the moonlight. It's beautiful. This card is basically speaking to, if you've been so focused in the 9 to 5, if you've been so focused in the daily grind, it's saying that there's a major part of you that is like this, okay? Who's very much into being free and tasting and enjoying and experiencing life completely and fully. And you've been missing that. And it's saying that this is a time to dance, to go out, to drink, not silly, but to enjoy yourself, to be able to enjoy your life, to enjoy your success. This is the time to be a little wild and a little free. Experience your passion and pleasure and savor your life, because you've been too much focused on your career. This is for people who are like, you know, completely being hermit-like or introverted, or for people who are completely business-minded and not doing anything except for focusing on their career. This is the reminder to everyone who's not having fun to have fun, because you forgot how to have fun. And it's saying it's good for you, it's healthy for you, you need it, okay? I love this card. I freaking love this card. Okay. Let's get one Wild Kuan Yin Oracle card. These images are beautiful. And what I love more than the images is the meanings of these cards. They have really choked me up and gotten me so many times where I couldn't believe what I was reading. So let's get one card, please, for Sagittarius. What's a good card for Sagittarius to aid them? This is a beautiful reading, guys. Can we get one card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? It just made me happy. I swear to you. When I see fluorite and this card, I love learning new things. Like saying that it brings back your memory. That's a wonderful thing to know. When I see that card, it just gives me life. It gives me energy. I just love it. It just inspires me. Makes me excited. Makes me inspired. It's very moving. All right. Can we get one card, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st? It's one of my favorite cards, for real. This Passion and Pleasure and Sacred Traveler is one of my all-time favorite cards. Okay. Well, 2 cards came out. Okay. 3 cards. Ay, come on. On the bottom, she rides with wild spirit unbroken. I'll show you this. She rides with wild spirit unbroken. Yeah, wild and free. Again, wild red rider, blessing bestowed. Sacred Sherpa guides you beyond. And if you don't know about Sherpas, it's like, you know, the famous Sherpas, the Nepalese, who led Hillary up Everest. and he got all the credit. Okay, so hold on to me. I'm going to give it another shuffle, guys. I can't. I love it. I just can't do it. I can't do 3 cards. Each one of these meanings will be here for 3 hours. It's so long. I already cut down when I read on the meanings. So can we please just get 1 card? I'm sorry. It's going to take too long. You know, I feel bad too cutting down on the meanings because I want to have, you know, I want to read 1 card in its entirety to you guys. So if I get 3, that means there's 3 cards that I have to summarize, and I don't know what important facts are going to be omitted or not. So I'd rather just pick 1. So can we get 1 card for Sagittarius, please? Can we get 1 card for Sagittarius, summarizing in Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st? It's too much. It's going to take too long. I don't even think I have enough memory. There we go. Okay, on the bottom is, she tames by laying down the staff and rope. A lot of meaning in this card. I can't go into it. We'll be here all day. Look at that. Sacred Sherpa guides you beyond. It was meant for you. They picked a card. Spirit picked a card. They picked this one for you. It came out twice. You saw it. And that's the way I like it. All right. Number 12. So you know this is really for you guys. Destiny calls you beyond the edge of your world. The path now leads you to my sacred mountain. The ascent can be challenging at times, but heaven on earth awaits you. To clear the way for you, I am sending a guide, an emissary of love. With this guide, your journey will happen more swiftly, safely, and easily, and you will be able to cover terrain that would otherwise have been inaccessible for you. I will always provide whatever help you need to attain your divine destiny. Accept my help in all its forms to make the way easier for yourself. The guidance in this is, sometimes the invitation forward in life looks like a stop sign. It seems like a kink in the plan you thought was unfolding so perfectly. A no when you wanted to hear a yes. However, the stop signs in life are always of the divine saying, slow down and let me help you here. There is a better way, and I can lead you there if you allow me. That better way might mean more information. What do we talk about? More information, right? Especially with this card poised. Don't fake it till you make it. It's going to blow up in your face. Don't do that. Okay. So it's saying more information is needed. So the better way might mean more information or a more experienced guide to help you navigate some tricky issues. Often we don't know what we don't know. That means we don't even know the questions to ask, what questions to ask. The divine knows, however. The divine is looking out for you and sending you some information, guidance, or insight that you need to stay safe and make progress on your journey. If you are nurturing a vision or a dream, this oracle comes with a guidance that you are going to receive divine blessing for its manifestation. It is also a sign that you must be willing to let go of how it is supposed to be done, and instead allow it to happen according to divine timing and higher will. If you give up control and keep believing in your eventual success, it will happen more easily for you. Now, in a reading, this is the meaning for it in a reading. I told you these cards are long. There is a challenge ahead of you, quite possibly one of your conscious choosing. This challenge will stretch you beyond your known limits and lead you into incredible new experiences that broaden your horizons and inspire your soul. You are supported to experience this challenge. 1 second, please. Sorry. I had to see to something. Okay, so where was I? There's a challenge ahead of you, quite possibly one of your conscious choosing. This challenge will stretch you beyond your known limits and lead you into incredible new experiences that broaden your horizons and inspire your soul. You are supported to experience this challenge, but will need help from a more experienced guide. This will make the journey all the more successful for you. Seek out those that have information, experience, skill, or connections in whatever matters are of the most importance for you now. Trust your intuition to discern what guidance is most helpful for you. This is not about giving away your power. It is about becoming more informed so you can make good choices. Do you have trust issues from the past? Difficulties trusting yourself or the divine or the other people? Now is the time to let that go. You can move further, faster on your life journey if you allow yourself to trust and be supported by others now. Use your inner wisdom to discern which people are best to trust and rely upon. If you have been contemplating a path or training program, a new vocation or adventure, a new spiritual teaching or lifestyle, or anything that would take you beyond what you have known, and you are uncertain whether you are capable or qualified enough, the oracle brings reassurance. This is part of your divine journey. There is a special gift waiting for you upon this journey, and in taking it, you shall be supported with all you need. Beautiful. And that's why I love that deck. Love this deck. Now here's another one I love. Divine Feminine Oracle cards by Megan Watterson. Full of beautiful goddesses, ascended masters, and saints from all over the world. Diverse, inclusive, informative. I learned so much from these cards. It was very moving. Often I love them. So I'm so happy to be using these decks for these generals. Just really feeds my soul. All right. Okay. This is my Bago, the Warrior Saint. I'm going to have to reshuffle because I wasn't paying attention now. It says, I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. She was a Sikh warrior, and during an invasion, I guess, what was it? Again, I think it was against, it was a Muslim invasion. What happened was, like, they were so outnumbered. Many of the warrior saints, many of the warriors, the Sikh warriors, they retreated. And so she rallied the troops up again. And she was like the lone survivor, and she got sainthood here she became a saint afterwards. But I will read it to you if it pops up again. And if it's meant to be, it will. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it again just because I was looking to the right and, you know, wasn't properly shuffling because I was thinking about other things for a second. This is for Sagittarius. Hey, at least I'm being honest. You know, I want to have the right cards for you guys. Like that was meant to be, right? This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. Thank you, Goddess My Bago. Really appreciate you showing up. I mentioned it. I just wanted to make sure. Can we please get one more goddess? If it's you, please reappear. If not, can we get another goddess for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st? Can we get one card, please, for Sagittarius? Okay, there. That's the one. Okay. And on the bottom, we've got Mirabai, the Saint of True Freedom. Love is what sets me free. I am married to my own soul. Isn't this beautiful pictures? It's about freedom. Okay. And there's a big theme of freedom here. Because look, even with Goddess Lalita, the red goddess, playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. It's just like this card right here, okay? With passion and pleasure, savor your life. Lalita is speaking to the exact same thing. This goddess is all about, if things have been getting really serious, especially if you have conflicts with some people, things are getting tense, it's saying you have forgotten how to have fun. That's the gist of it. I'll read it to you. The meaning, it's saying being able to laugh, play, enjoy yourself again is so important for you, Sag. I don't know what you've been doing, but when all these oracle cards are telling you the same thing, it's literally saying, please give us a break. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Here, look, it just opened to that. Okay. When your soul selects a card, answers arrive from disengaging with the energy that created the problem or question to begin with. So, we often hold tight to what we desire with a grip that actually inhibits it from arriving, and we often take the soul by the collar and demand to know an answer right now. But when a desire is an imperative, there's an inability to be playful, imaginative, and childlike with how and when that desire will arrive. The secret to desire is holding it lightly. The secret that the red goddess knows is that we already have everything we desire, so we can trust that what the soul craves is and always has been ours. This is the levity that sparks a shift, a change, an expansion. This is the moment that we remember we are not separate from what we desire or from the divine. Lalita is that brilliant moment in a fight between lovers or friends when suddenly someone mispronounces a word and both crack up laughing. She is the levity that comes when we loosen our death-like grip on what we think we desire. She's the gorgeous, much-needed reminder that we don't have to suffer our way to what we want most. The path to what we desire and to becoming the soul we need to be in order to receive it can be paved with joy, with divine play, and with a sacred process of lightening up all along the way. The soul voice meditation is, how can I add more playfulness to my life right now? The intention you should have is playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light, which implies you've been in the dark and not laughing, right? Here it says she's known for her Lalita is known for her spontaneity and for liberating her devotees with joy. She's the consciousness that comes when we get so caught up in taking ourselves seriously that we forget the profound, simple pleasures like sunlight on our face or the taste of a ripe strawberry. She's a delicious moment when we remember that we don't have to take everything, especially ourselves, so seriously. We don't have to be perfect or know the right mudras or yoga poses or chant for hours on end. What's divine is inherent in us. It's inherent in us. It's remembered, not learned. So it says, Lalita Tripura Sundari is a Hindu deity known as the Red Goddess because of her connection to desire, like Goddess Kurguli. Okay. She is often depicted sitting on a lotus with 16 petals, known as the fulfiller of all desires. She is holding a golden bow that represents the mind and 5 golden arrows that represent the 5 senses. And the ancient devotional text dedicated to her, the Lalita Sahasranamam, is a list of her 1,000 names that fulfills all of the desires of a devotee simply through its recitation. One of Lalita's many names is she who plays. The Sanskrit word Laila means divine play. Lalita loves when her devotees are able to move beyond dualities to the point where we are not separate from what we desire. She loves puja or ritual worship, and for this reason, because it moves us from out of our ideas and thoughts of the divine and into our hearts where we can experience the divine directly. I had to talk about all of that because I love my goddesses. Thank you, Goddess Lalita, for popping up. Thank you so much. All right, since we spoke about Goddess Lalita, let's go to love and romance. The last 2 oracle cards. This is Whispers of Love. Can we please get 1 card for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What's going on in love for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st? I'm going to say one more thing. Okay, we're talking about Goddess Lalita, and also it's very much like Goddess Kurguli. She's got an arrow and a bow as well. She's also red. It's like a form of Tara, green Tara. You know, green Tara, there's like 21 Taras. And the purpose of Goddess Kurguli, or like Lalita, is that, you know, when it's said that if you recite her 1,000 names, that anybody who does that, they get what they want, right? And just like Goddess Kurguli, there is like this known, it's a known thing that if you pray to Goddess Kurguli and you do it so much so with so much devotion, you just keep doing it, just like how if you were to recite Lalita's 1,000 names. Whatever is the object of your desire gets drawn to you, gets pulled to you. And the note of caution I would say with that is that just like Goddess Lalita warns, right? That says you don't need to have a death-like grip on something that you desire because it says it was yours already from the beginning. You don't need to approach it and take it so seriously. It's saying that to, you know, be more in your inherent nature, to have divine play, to take it more lightly, to treat it very lightly is the better way to go, is the right way to go, right? Because why it's implying that if you do it in the death-like grip where you take it so seriously, which she's saying do not do it like that, that means when you're approaching love and romance, if you do treat it like that, it can backfire in your face. Just like this Goddess Kurguli, the warning with that is as well, when you do the mantras and you desire something, and a lot of people abuse these mantras. A lot of people will abuse it and they'll try to get something that they don't, you know, they're not getting it the right way. So they draw this person, they draw love or whatever they desire to them, and it comes, but it backfires in their face because they didn't do it the right way. You have to be ethical about what you're doing. You have to treat it lightly. Use your own divine nature, your lightness, your spirituality, and not take it in such a aggressive, serious, death-like grip kind of way, right? Okay, so can we get one card from Whispers of Love for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st? Okay, that one. Obviously, we've got new love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth, which is what we've been talking about this whole time, haven't we? Okay, on the bottom though, we have be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. What's that talking about? Possibly this Five of Cups over here. What does it say? This is precisely not living in the present. This is like kind of focusing on the past, right? Being in the past. So live in the present. Dream of the future. Live in the present, dream of the future. Don't focus on the past. Look at her eyes. Focusing on the past. Need to shift focus. When we dream, everything is possible. Let's read this one, though it's very short. It'll take like 20 seconds. New love, number 26. We're almost done, guys. Thank you for hanging in there. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. Everything has a season. Get ready, as someone special is now in your life. If you are in a relationship, there is a burst of new energy coming into this partnership. This could also mean new energy in a place of employment or a great opportunity that is coming your way. Right? We'll leave her right next to this Princess of Pentacles, because we already knew there was a new wonderful opportunity, right? Okay. Next, let's find out what's going on with the romance angels here. This is the last oracle card. This is for my Sagittarius people here. Can we get one card for love and romance for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st? This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the weeks of January 18th to the 31st. Can we get one card, please? There we go. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. New love, true love. Lucky you. Lucky ducky. Look at you. Wonderful career opportunities. New love, true love. Wow. We will read it, and I will take a peek at the bottom. On the bottom, there's trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. All right, but we read the top card. It's over here. True love. You pulled this card because true and lasting love is here for you. If your question was about a specific person, then this card serves as validation of the relationship's divine nature. This individual has genuine love for you, and you both can overcome the issues that arise. This is especially the case if you can express your feelings through attributes such as kindness, compassion, and courtesy toward each other. For instance, having an honest conversation or having honest conversations would be an expression of your true love, even if it involves discussing uncomfortable topics. If you're currently seeking a relationship, this card offers you assurance that true love is on its way. Keep the faith that a wonderful relationship is destined to come to you, and don't compromise with an unsuitable partner. It's essential that you treat yourself well by taking excellent care of yourself, for the foundation of a true love relationship is two people who cherish who they are. All right, guys, that was your reading, your general, and in this reading we covered your own need for fun and playfulness and freedom. We talked about love, your relationship. We talked about career, a new love. We talked about studying, and especially it would be beneficial to work with fluorite. A lot of this reading also was, you know, kind of reminding us a few times that you need to be more informed about a situation. You need to do a little bit more, you need to invest in a little bit more learning about a situation. So the warnings, I'd say, were don't fake it till you make it. Don't take that route. Make sure you're prepared. Learn to please have fun in the process. Wonderful opportunities are there. This is a friggin' fantastic reading. So exciting. It's exciting. You got a new love. You got true love. You have prosperity, abundance, a wonderful new career opportunity, and the ability to travel and see more of the world. So that was your reading, Sag. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for your other weekly love readings. I'm only going to do this full big reading twice a month. So I won't see you guys for this reading until the end of the 31st, around the 1st of February. Please tune in for your next weekly love readings. And if you haven't checked out your other readings, please do so. I will link it at the end of this video. Take care. Bye.